Well, our next guest is no stranger to perspectives. Colin Berg with the Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation, here to talk to us about a couple of upcoming events and give us a bit of an update. Thanks, my friend, for being here.
I always enjoy being here, Sam.
Before we get into the update, I got to ask you, you saw the footage the other night of that humongous gar.
Yeah.
What was it, 170 pounds?
170 pounds, alligator gar.
They get bigger, don't they?
They get bigger. A little over 254 pounds is the state record that was snagged.
God, you could saddle that.
2015. Yep, they occur in that Red River system down there along Texoma and in the Texoma Lake itself, and all down through that drainage area. And they're neat species. Prehistoric fish, been around thousands upon thousands of years. Always looked like that. And they're sensitive fish. So now if you harvest one even, you're supposed to call and let us know so we can get information on the fish. You're allowed one a day. And
I thought about
you the
minute I saw the footage. I said, gotta tell you.
Not very many people will catch one ever.
Let's talk about controlled hunts. What's going on?
Well, these are our hunts that we put on our different management areas across the state, different times in the fall and of the year, winter, as well as some in the springtime for turkey hunts. You can draw anything from antelope hunt to elk hunt. Those two species are now once in a lifetime if you do get drawn. If you don't harvest one, too bad, you won't ever get another chance as far as through our controlled hunt system, because it's so popular as far as the number of people that put in. And we have lots of deer hunts that are put on, everything from archery hunts, muzzleloader hunts, even hunts that take place at McAllister Army Ammunition Plant using traditional type of archery equipment, either long bows or recurves. We've got hunts for kids that are specific to kids at a certain age, 15 years and younger, that can draw those hunts. We've got hunts for people that are physically disabled, that have certain permits that meet those hunt requirements that we put on. This is the time of year to put in for them. You have until the middle of May to put in. Costs $5 to apply if you're a resident, to apply for the different hunts. You get to apply for all those different varieties that you might be interested in. They're bonus, so if you get drawn in, it doesn't count against your regular hunting numbers that you can harvest as far as deer or turkeys or anything.
You know, I've always said that turkeys are incredibly smart. I mean, I don't know if it's that or if they're just incredibly skittish, but they are a very smart bird to me. And I've always thought highly of a hunter that could harvest one. I've always thought, well, you know, he knows what he's doing, or she knows what she's doing. But you just, when you get out there and try to bring one down, buddy, it's not an easy task.
Yeah, it's not. It's fun. It's enjoyable. This right now, the season's going on through May 6th. And yeah, it's great eating. So our regular season right now, I encourage folks to get out there and take advantage of it. But yeah, if you're a hunter, this is the time of year we get lots of phone calls leading up to this time. When are the controlled hunts going to come out? Because people don't want to miss that opportunity to get drawn for one of these special hunts.
Well, that's pretty good, and it doesn't count against you. I like that part.
That's right.
You've got something else I listed here, the Game Bird Field Day. What is that?
Coming up on May 3rd, there's one up at Spavinaw. It's a Friday, 9 o'clock in the morning is when it starts. So you need to call to sign up for it, or the 4th, and then it is over in Enid, and then there's another one down in southeast Oklahoma in June. But it's an opportunity for landowners, land managers that are looking at what they can do on their property to manage for species such as quail, doves, turkeys. It's put on in conjunction with Quail Forever, Pheasants Forever, National Wild Turkey Federation. They'll be covering everything from prescribed fire and how to use it, grazing management practices that are best for those species that I listed. Same thing, we'll be talking about doves as well, how to attract doves to your property. So it's a great opportunity for landowners or folks that are in charge of those areas, private property, to come and learn how they can manage their property similar to what we do maybe on our public hunting areas to attract these species and make them it better for them as far as reproduction and harvest.
While I'm thinking about it, I realize we're here to talk about Oklahoma. But Arkansas has got an unusual problem. They're asking where are the ducks, you know, down around Smackover. That's a major flyway.
Right.
And all of a sudden the ducks, I mean, in spite of the fact there's plenty of food, they're not showing up.
Right. What happened this last year was the weather conditions. I've got friends that work for Nebraska game and parks, and they had ducks and geese all year long. Usually it'll freeze up, and those ducks travel south, further south. As long, if the weather keeps freezing, that's why they end up in Stuttgart and in Arkansas and on the coast in Texas. And we just didn't get those really that cold weather up north until the season was actually over with.
And didn't get enough of them, really.
Yeah,
that's bad news for me because I like to fish. That means the snakes are going to be out in abundance.
Yeah.
Oh, dandy.
So,
all right, what about the new licensing system?
We've got a new licensing program. It was launched actually, I think the January 7th was the official date. It's an app that actually can use as well on your smartphone. We always had to buy a license and carry a paper copy of our license.
No, are we talking hunting, fishing?
Hunting, fishing, either one. Now the app, when you purchase your license, you will be set up with a customer ID, and you can carry your information as far as your licensing information, as well as some for your son or daughter or grandkids. If you're hunting and fishing together, you can have it all on one app, and it'll show you what privileges you have as Sam or Colin. They'll look at it, so it's no more license copy that you have to carry. You can use the app. You can actually purchase everything on that app. You can do it through our license system as well. You can still purchase them at regular licensed vendors, but what they're going to encourage you to do is put the information on your smartphone so you always have it and never lose it.
No kidding.
Yep.
Does it cost any extra?
Nope. It's if you do it online, there's always a $3 convenience fee, but if you buy it at Walmart and things of that sort, there's no extra charge for the licensing system. It's just a new system, and everybody that's had lifetime licenses, we've got people that bought them at separate times, a lifetime lifetime hunting license and lifetime fishing license. Before, you'd have to carry 2 cards.
Sure.
Now you can just carry either the app, or you can purchase a card that'll have both those privileges printed on it.
My wife and I had the little, like a credit card looking thing, but it's great to have a lifetime fishing license. I got to tell you, man, it's been great to have it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hey, Colin, thank you.
You bet. I
Appreciate
always
you coming
appreciate
by.
the time.
Well, I want to see one of those gar, man. Up next, we're going to talk to a man who is a 12-time Guinness Book of World Record holder, 12 times. And he's an inspiration to thousands. We'll be right back.